last season we were knocked out of the Champions League in the quarterfinals to Barcelona by 1 goal. And this season, we're playing against Barcelona in the Champions League again, if I can find it. Well, we're literally right now. I've forgot that I was going to record this video. But, you know, it's time for us to redeem ourselves, basically. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 33rd episode of the FM23 West Brom Save with me, Raxo FM, where today I have a lot to cover before we quickly jump into this game. We have made transfers, we have played games, we are versing Barcelona, it's going well at the moment. West Ham is our other opponent. Let's just jump into it. So, subscribe if you're new around here, like this video too. Can we smash whatever like target today? And yeah, transfers. That's the first thing we need to cover because I am in the middle of the game. Well, 4 minutes into the game. But we made a lot of transfers since last time we saw each other. Mudryk went out on loan. I don't know why I'm rushing the transfers. These are important. Mudryk is out on loan, playing games in the Champions League with West Ham. So I feel like that's a good move for him. Then we've got Armada leaving the club for £36 million. I feel like that's not a bad fee for a player that I still don't think is going to progress all that much. So, yeah, I'm happy to cash in on him for that amount. Turati, the goalkeeper that we brought in for 5 mil, sold for 17 mil. Can't complain about that at all. Alvarez has left the club for £45 million. Didn't expect to make that sale, but I didn't feel like we needed him this year. I was kind of umming and ahhing it, and I looked at the squad, and I knew that we didn't need him, so sold him. Hall has gone out on loan to Benfica, where he's doing an okay job at the moment. Hopefully, he picks it up just a wee bit. And Silas went out on loan as well. In terms of the signings, we brought in Kulusevski, like I said that we were going to. Ended up bringing him in for just £59 million. Could eventually rise to 69. Has not really been the impact signing that I hoped he would be. But he's still got time to make it better, and I'm hoping he certainly does make it better. We also brought in a great young goalkeeper, 21 years of age, 5-star potential. He is going to be the next player after Lafont, I guarantee it. We also brought in Eric Garcia. I think this is our record signing at the moment, £60 million. Could eventually rise to 67. What a signing he is looking like he could be. And he's already performed pretty well in the league. Lots of really nice stats. Gutted that we missed him on a free a couple seasons back, but of course happy to have him at the club now. And last but not least, Marcus Acuna has joined the club to cover at left back with Silas out on loan. But I wanted to get Silas a bit of game time, and Acuna, I don't mind if he rots on the bench and then makes an impact every now and then in a cup. So yeah, in terms of the league and the Champions League, we've done a good job, I'd say. I'm looking at last season. We've done a good job, I'd say, only dropping points to Man City away from home and Chelsea at home. The Chelsea one was a little bit annoying, but it was a deserved loss. Aside from that, coming up with wins in the Champions League and wins everywhere else. This one against Liverpool being the highlight. 2 goals for Luis, 2 goals for Gakpo. And Luis is actually really shining in that Mazzala role at the moment. So he is actually keeping some players out of the squad at this current point in time. Stevenson not playing great, but has just scored his first goal of the season in the league. So he is coming to the Champions League side. And this is the squad that we're going with for this game against Barcelona. It's Stevenson, Gakpo, Kulusevski, Reina, Gallagher, Luis, Williams, Garcia, Guehi, Udogi, and Lafont. A couple of players that I guess would want to be starting sort of on the bench for a bit of rotation because it is the Champions League, but still a very strong team. And with all that caught up, it's time to jump into the actual game. 4 minutes gone as I started. Haven't missed anything yet. No chances. No real impressive shots, stats, or anything like that. But they do have Nunez up top, Jota, and Neto. So I feel like they've got a decent front three. But I know that we've got a decent front three in Stevenson, Gakpo, and Kulusevski. So let's see what we can do. As we're on the ball right now for the first highlight of the game. It's Garcia against his former club. Into Gallagher. Kulusevski threads Stevenson through. Takes it around the goalkeeper. He should have done a lot better there. It's not around the goalkeeper at all, but to the side. And he had so much area to shoot at. And he kind of picked the other side. Not the best call, but at least we're still putting on pressure, getting shots away early doors. And just letting this Barcelona team, we're here to try and redeem ourselves for losing in the last time we versed them. Kulusevski shooting for range there. playing the 7.5 at the moment, which is awesome to see, considering the fact that he has been a bit of a flop so far. Actually, he's borderline about to get dropped because he's been performing so badly. In fact, I'm actually dropping him after this game if he does nothing. So right now he's certainly showing that he deserves to at least be in contention, but I want to see a goal, I want to see an assist, I want to see something, some kind of end product from the man, because right now it's not enough. Darwin Núñez puts it straight at Lafont, going to have something a lot more special to beat that man in between the sticks. With only a couple minutes to go in this first half, I think it's going to end as a 0-0 draw to start things off, and I don't think that's too bad. I'm happy with the performance so far. We've been the better of the two sides statistically, and I would probably take a draw overall, because I know that we can beat this Barcelona side, but I also know we can lose to them, so I feel like a draw is a fair result that I would take early doors here. Lafont makes a good save there after a shot from the Barcelona player. But a win, of course, would be brilliant to make it 3 out of 3, give us a real edge on the competition, a real step up. And our teams this year in the Champions League are not that difficult. I'm putting it out there. I'll have a look at them after this game and let you know exactly who we're versing. But I don't feel like we've been given too hard of a draw as we give the ball away. Udogie, De Jong shoots with the outside of his foot there and it goes way over the bar, luckily for us. I think it was wide as well. But Gakpo playing a low rating and getting tired, that's not the player I want to bring on. Let's bring Almada onto this left-hand side. And I feel like I should make another sub. Luis is playing poorly in that CDM spot. So let's bring... who can I bring on? We don't have... Who are we missing? There must be someone out with an injury. There's someone of our midfield three that is out with an injury, clearly. Almada I've just put on the wing, actually. Who else could I put on the wing instead, actually? Maybe Bargy? Maybe... No, let's get Oscar on. Give Oscar a crack in the CDM role. See if he can do anything. Make an impact in this game. With 30 minutes to go, they're on the ball. Whipping a ball into the mixer as we head it away. Neto back into Gaia. Gaia back into Neto, but Kulusevski's picking up the scraps, clearing it long. And there's Lamptey going for the shot. We did actually try desperately to sign him at the end of the transfer window on loan, just like Barcelona ended up doing. But of course, he ended up picking to go to Barcelona instead of us. But here's Reina in a very good position. Just needs to get past a couple of defenders, but I like it actually. Playing the safe option, playing it back to Oscar. Kulusevski, Oscar by the way, actually playing against his former side. Stevenson, I don't think he's controlled that quite quick enough. I did think that was the end of the highlight, as it has shown right there and then. More subs are going to be coming up right now. Let's get Gallagher off and let's bring... we don't really have any more midfielders. I feel like that's an area I'm potentially lacking in the Champions League. Let's get... I guess we'll get Madueke on, move Reina down into the box-to-box, even though I know it's certainly not his preferred position. He can do an okay job there. Stevenson's not playing good enough. Trabelsi is going to come on, who has done a decent job when he has come into the squad and is wanted by some clubs for loans for that exact reason. So let's see if he can be the star in this game. 15 minutes to go. It would be an incredible way for him to introduce himself properly to the West Brom fans. He's already scored one goal for us, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure it was in the Champions League. If to score here in a 0-0 draw at this current point in time would be absolutely incredible. But we have lost the ball there. Almada quickly winning it back though, and I'm sure Trabelsi will be looking for a pass, looking for space, but it comes to Madueke. Madueke into Almada as he brought... No, he's got the shot off and it's over the bar. Great opportunity there for him, but of course, difficult angle to try and kill that one into the top corner. But another opportunity comes our way. And with all these chances, you have to say, you'd think one would be going in at some point soon. And Guehi is on the ball, moving it forward. Plays it into Almada. Madueke, he's got space. He's got time. Does he have the finish? He does have the finish. He kind of shot it straight at the goalkeeper, but luckily it ricochets off him, goes straight into the back of the net, and it is 1-0 with just a couple minutes left to play. And you'd think that would be the winner. Almada into Madueke, both subs making a massive impact. One of our former starters, I guess, that have been more pushed to the sideline, but they're showing that they deserve to still be right in amongst those starters. And Udogie is looking tired on that left-hand side, so let's get him off to get a bit more defensive solidity for the last couple of minutes. Let's see no highlights. Let's see a win. That's exactly what we see. All 3 points against Barcelona, and that is revenge. And it's a comfortable revenge, to be honest. It is deserved revenge, and we've played very well to get that result. And Kulusevski, 7.7. I don't know if I can drop him after that. I mean, if he's still tired from that game, because he did play a full 90, then yeah, no, he's definitely coming off. But I don't know. That's a tough performance to really justify dropping him from. But now we're versing West Ham, who of course do have Mudryk, but don't think he'll be eligible to play against us, as well as the fact that they are in the Champions League. So they're definitely a decent side, despite the fact they're down in 10th place this season. It'll be interesting to see how we go against them. Let's simulate forward, and let's absolutely hammer the hammers. Alright, you'll want to see the lineup, and here is the lineup. Gakpo is starting up top. Stevenson has been dropped, and I feel like it is harsh. It's not harsh, actually. He's scored 1 goal from 8 appearances in the Prem. And he just won the Under-21 World Player of the Year. He deserves to be dropped. So Gakpo goes up top, Madueke on the left, Kulusevski on the right. Let's give it a crack. Very strong team. Back to, Hickey at right back, Udogie at left back. And then we've always, since we signed him, had Garcia and Anthony as our centre-back pairing. Luis goes back into DM, but Almada, after that performance, I think deserves a crack in the squad, just like Madueke deserves a crack in the squad. Even though Kulusevski's a wee bit tired, I think after that performance, again, deserves a bit more game time. But we're going to see how it goes in this one. A shout for a penalty early doors, but nothing really being said by any of the players, or well, they can't talk to me, but you know what I'm trying to say here. Nothing has happened as a result of it. Bowen shoots, and it's actually just whistled wide of the post. Very, very good opportunity for him there. Well, not, it's a difficult opportunity, but very close to scoring, and it didn't seem like it was going to be that much of an opportunity when he hit the shot. Gallagher's on it. Moving forward, he'll be happy to be back into the starting lineup after a good rest out, but Ryder injured right now gives him that game time, and Gakpo tries to do a very cheeky chip. I love it. Just hasn't gone on target, and you know he's got that in his locker. Unfortunately, not quite finishing it today. 15 minutes gone, and it's an even affair. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm going onto a positive mentality to try and get us to get forward a wee bit more, have a little bit less to worry about in defence, hold on to the ball, and create those attacking opportunities. But after 30 minutes, nothing seems to be changing. 4 shots, 5 shots each now, but still, no one breaking the deadlock. Kulusevski again, even more tired on that right-hand side. And I think he's probably going to be the first player to make way. Half-time coming around the corner. I'll give him a little bit more time, but I'm far from pleased with the performance with this team. And we do have a highlight straight away. Could end up being a West Ham chance, though. Of course, they're on the ball. It's always going to give them a pretty good opportunity to have the highlight if they've got it. And as Nketiah through, it's them. Shot straight at Lafont, though, luckily for us. And we hold on to it and potentially give ourselves the opportunity to attack. But no highlights coming for us as of yet. Kulusevski still looking tired on that right-hand side. I'll give him to the 60th minute. Gakpo's got the ball. Can he find anyone? He can't. Madueke gets back into Gallagher. Gallagher trying to find space, loses the ball, but I back us to win it back in this kind of a position. I feel like they're going to have to thump it long, panic, something like that, and we'll win the knockdown. Is that what's going to happen? Yes. Anthony into Garcia. Garcia into Udogie. And we play it back in defence. Nice. Keeping a hold of it. That's the important thing to do right here, right now. Anthony into Hickey. Hickey back to Anthony, and I don't want us panicking because they are closing us down pretty well, cutting off the passing lanes. But Gallagher now finds a wee bit of space but can't turn out. It's now into Luis, who does find plenty of space. Madueke, Gakpo, mate, you do have to be finishing that. If you're right in front of goal like that, you've got to be finishing that. And the 60-minute mark has come around the corner, and people are going to be coming off. Now, Stevenson, you're getting the chance. Gakpo has not played well there, absolutely not made the most of his opportunities there, sorry. And Bargie's going to come on the right-hand side. A Swedish man for another Swedish man. Udogie plays a lot of football, so he's coming off as well. I feel like that's all I need to do for this moment in time. Luis not playing great either, so he's probably a shout to be coming off next. Fornals with the header. Still playing football. Must be getting on a wee bit. Is that rude of me to say? No, 32. Yeah, no, he's getting on a wee bit. Not that old. I probably shouldn't be saying he should retire, but, nowhere near the target, to be fair, with his shot there. But still, no goals for us to talk about. A much higher XG than West Ham, but no goals in the back of the net. I think that's kind of been our problem this season. No strikers on form. We need Stevenson banging them into the back of the net. I didn't feel like it was a risk at all backing him to be our starting striker this year. But now that we've given him the money, it hasn't even come around the corner yet, but now that he knows it's coming, I think he's lost the motivation, doesn't care anymore. He's got some accolades, he feels good about himself. Is he going to be able to prove me wrong here in this highlight? Williams, into Gallagher, into Bargy. Bargy tries to shoot it, doesn't find anyone, but comes back to Williams, into Madueke. Oh, he scored in the last game, but he hasn't been able to tuck that one away, or really get even close to tucking it away. Let's make another 2 substitutes. Luis is coming off. I think Oscar's probably the only real person I can bring off for him. And Reina will go onto that left-hand side. Come on, let's see some highlights. Let's see some opportunities. Let's get the win. I'm even going to move into the attacking formation, as we do so often when we move into these kind of more desperate positions. I'm not going attacking just yet. I certainly want to see a bit more from the boys. Demand more. And now we go attacking. 3 minutes of additional time. Are we going to see a highlight? Can we see a last-minute drama? No, we don't. It's a nil draw. With 2.16 XG from 23 shots. The fans will certainly be disappointed that we haven't put one in the back of the net there. I'm disappointed we haven't put one in the back of the net there. But it's the story of our season at the moment. The fact that Luis, our central midfielder, who I've played CDM for many, many years as our top goal scorer, says a lot about our performances. But you can't argue with the fact that we're still top of the table, only losing 2 games, drawing 1. Again, it's not the most insane points tally. If we do that until the end of the season, an average of roughly 2 per game, multiply that by 38, it'd be another 76, 80 points a season. It's not exactly what we want to be seeing, but hey, it's the way things are going right now. So we need to get someone scoring goals off camera. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do it. I reckon it's just getting a bit of luck. I think statistically speaking, yeah, we can see there. Stevenson should have a lot more goals. 3.73 XG. You'd expect him to score a couple more. Gakpo even should have an extra one according to XG. Kulusevski should have 1, but still, you'd expect him to put one in the back of the net at some point. Almada, okay, no, he's right in with his XG. Who else do we have that I know that's played a lot of football? Reina he's above his XG. Get in, we'll take that. Who's our normal left winger? Oh, Gakpo. Okay, yeah, no. So maybe we're just not creating the opportunities. Maybe we're just not finishing them. Either way, something needs to change. But right now, it's not too worrying. Top of the Premier League, 2nd place in the Champions League, and I'm acting like there's this big worrying thing looming overhead of us. So let's not panic just yet, but definitely something to keep an eye on. I'll let you guys know how it's going in the next episode. For now, thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you all probably the final. Not for the final, definitely not for the final. Probably somewhere around the January transfer window, because why not? See you all later.